Hi, I'm Maggie Burke, and I am the VP of Programming for Washington, D.C. for Renew. Today I'm going to talk to you about the fabulous month of June, known as Pride Month. Lisa Blasberg posted an incredibly informative and important video last year for Pride, discussing the brave activists, most notably the transgender women of color, who paved the way for the LGBTQIA community in the United States. It's a must-see video, so if you have not watched it, I really encourage you to take a look to the side, see if it's posted there. If not, you can search Lisa Blasberg Renew at the top of the search key, and it will pull up. It's from June of 2021. While the LGBTQIA communities have made incredible strides over the last 40 years, they are still consistently experiencing discrimination in both their personal and professional lives, often excluded and even murdered for being authentically themselves. Take a minute to think about that. Have you ever feared your employer or colleagues finding out about your gender identity? Have you ever feared your colleagues finding out about your significant other and that negatively impacting your career? As a cisgender heterosexual female, those thoughts have never crossed my mind. That is the definition of privilege to me. The commercial real estate industry is not immune to this type of discrimination. I have dear friends in this industry who are not authentically themselves at work for fear of them hurting their career trajectory, for fear of discrimination in the workplace. To me, this is incredibly unacceptable, and this just means that we are not creating and promoting an inclusive environment that makes them feel comfortable to be authentically themselves. So what do you do, right? There are a couple things that I'm actively working on to try and promote a more inclusive environment in this industry. First, I really think that it starts with just calling out colleagues, peers, people you meet at cocktail parties who make off-color remarks. Really addressing it head on and letting them know it's inappropriate. Sure, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, but it's what has to be done for our LGBTQIA peers to feel comfortable just being themselves. So yes, it'll be a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. I think we also need to try and stop assuming gender identity. It's super simple over email. Certain people say him, her, she, him. And until you've confirmed somebody's gender identity, try and use they, them. I think that that's a really easy and simple way to be a little bit more inclusive. Perhaps your company allows you to include your pronouns in your signature block. That's a great way of letting people know that you're an ally, that you really value their gender identity. So, I think these are simple things. There's obviously more. Try and be just more inclusive overall. I think walking the walk speaks louder than talking the talk. So try and just promote an inclusive environment within your own workspace and when you're out at work in industry events, and I think our industry will definitely make more strides. I think another thing that we can all do is listen. I talk for a living, so I definitely do a lot of talking, and I am actively working on listening to stories from the LGBTQIA community to really try and understand all of the challenges that they face. I know I truly won't fully understand that because of my privilege, but listening instead of speaking and lending my opinion is just one way of really showing support and trying to make strides and make changes. Finally, June is a fantastic month filled with rainbows and pride campaigns and a lot of support for the LGBTQIA community. Most of that ends on July 1st. With many companies championing inclusivity, I just really would encourage you to keep the pride mindset throughout the year. Thank you all so much for listening to me today. I hope you all have a very safe, happy, and fun Pride Month. And I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot more of you at the Renew events as we get back into the swing of things. Take care.